Forgiveness explained. Why is forgiveness so important for our soul growth? I remember being asked the question, what is the number one thing that we need to get or need to work on, or that's most important to help us in our evolution, raising our consciousness, our soul growth? Now, my conscious mind went into, all sorts of thoughts about what it could be. And then cutting through all of that just came the word forgiveness. Forgiveness, the importance of forgiveness. Now, a lot of people don't fully get forgiveness, or it's a hard thing to get our head around, I think, or I certainly have found as well. Now, I sat down with this a number of years ago and was given some words, and they came out in poetic form. I've not found a better way of explaining forgiveness in a clear and concise way than how it came through in this poem. So I'm going to read this poem. It's from a book that I published at the time called Join the Spiritual Dots. Now, I shared it in this book and simply called it Forgiveness. Forgiveness is so hard to get. It's hard to understand. Can seem like whoever has done us wrong has got the upper hand. Does that mean they get away with it when they've done something bad? Perhaps they've caused us deep suffering or left us feeling mad. We don't know another's story, why they do the things they do. We've all attacked another once, even verbally, it's true. If we knew what's going on for them, would we feel so bad? They could be crying out for help and in their life be sad. Forgiving is just letting go and setting ourselves free. Do we really want to be consumed by all this negativity? Because by holding on to anger, it lives inside our heart, and doing harm unto ourselves doesn't seem very smart. Sometimes letting go means taking a different view. Seeing things from another side may set our beliefs askew. If we're destined to have experiences, and from each of them to learn, then to thank the other person could be an interesting way to turn. What if we believe that all is perfect, just as it's meant to be? Could this mean there's nothing to forgive? Wouldn't you agree? If in the end to give forgiveness is just too hard to do, why not hand it up to God and He'll be glad to do it for you? I invite you to really consider and reflect upon some of the words shared within that poem, because it covers lots of aspects that all make up the art of forgiveness and what's involved and how we're thinking and feeling about it all. You know, where we sit in relation to God or spirit or the universe supporting us. And does spirit have a problem with forgiving anyone, or is spirit just love? Something to think about. So what is going on for other people? What's going on for ourselves? What it means to hold on to these feelings and thoughts? How it might all be part of something that we're meant to experience. Again, interrogate your thinking and beliefs around whether we're meant to have these life experiences or not. But I invite you to just be open to consider different possibilities and how it all helps to free us up and help us in the forgiveness process and ultimately letting go for ourselves. Now, to support the whole forgiveness process and what's involved, I've actually written a number of affirmations, supportive power statements that really help in the process of forgiveness. So you may want to grab a pen and paper and write these down, because these are really powerful words to say to ourselves when we are intending to forgive someone. And as I've said, we can hand it up to God. God is all loving. God doesn't hold on to lack of forgiveness. So God has already forgiven the other person. All is forgiven. God is purely love. So that is our intent, isn't it? Even if we're not feeling it perhaps now. And by saying these words, even if we don't fully believe them or we're not fully convinced about them, but the intention and saying these words, and over time, we will grow into that with intention. As long as our intention is to forgive and let go and free ourselves, we cannot fail but be successful in doing that, although it may take time. It could happen in an instant, but it may take time. So we need to allow for that. So here are some of these power statements or affirmations. I cut all ties that no longer serve me. I thank for being free of all negativity. I choose to forgive and let go of the past. I let go of anger and replace it with love. I radiate love and light unconditionally to the world. And also, don't ever underestimate the power of simply saying, I forgive you. I forgive you. And I forgive myself. I forgive myself. We don't actually have to say it direct to the person. We don't have to send them a letter saying we forgive them. It's an energetic thing. It's freeing ourselves from the lack of forgiveness energetically, freeing ourselves of the harm it's causing us internally by holding on to it. So why wouldn't we want to do this for our soul growth? Why would we? When we've got a choice, why would we want to hold on to resentment and feelings of anger, sadness? Why would we want to project them to someone else or cause harm to ourselves with them? We simply have to let them go, don't we? For our own well-being, for us to be truly who we are, for our own soul growth, the reason why we're here. I hope this has been helpful. Please listen again to the poem, because I think it's a very simple and clear way of giving, and really consider the words that are shared within it. They're very easy to understand, and I think that causes a lot of potential for reflection that will really help us on this forgiveness journey, which is, I'll say it again, essential for our soul growth. Thank you. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.